Kanye West is waking up in a Los Angeles hospital where he's now under observation, reportedly for exhaustion and stress.
Neighbors describe seeing an ambulance whisk him away. Paramedics only saying they were responding to an undisclosed medical aid request.
2010. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is released. Critics call it a masterpiece. Rolling Stone gives it 5 stars. The New York Times says it is one of the greatest albums of the decade. The world is in awe. October 25th, 2022. Adidas terminates the Yeezy partnership. Gap ends the deal. Balenciaga cuts ties. CAA drops him. Within days, $1.5 billion is gone. Same man, 12 years apart. Kanye West did not fall from grace. He dismantled it himself, brick by brick, in front of the entire world. And the question that nobody can fully answer was, this a man making choices, or a man in crisis who never got the help he needed? Atlanta, Georgia, June 8th, 1977. Kanye Omari West is born. His father, Ray, is a former Black Panther turned Christian counselor. His mother, Donda, is an English professor. They divorce when Kanye is 3 years old. He moves with his mother to Chicago. He begins writing poetry at 5, rapping in 3rd grade, selling beats to other artists in middle school. The kid is not just talented, he is driven in a way that unsettles people. He gets a scholarship to art school after high school, then transfers to Chicago State University where his mother is a professor, then drops out at age 20 to pursue music. His mother is devastated, the university is embarrassed, everyone around him thinks he is making a catastrophic mistake. Nobody believes a middle-class kid from Chicago without a gangsta image has any business in hip-hop. The record labels reject him. Over and over, he is told he does not fit, he does not look right, he does not sound right. Then, in October 2002, he falls asleep at the wheel after a late-night recording session. His car collides head-on with another vehicle. His jaw is shattered in 3 places. 2 weeks later, still in the hospital, jaw still wired shut, he records through the wire, literally rapping through the wire, holding his face together. That is who Kanye West is at his foundation. Before the fame, before the chaos, a man who refused to stop. The College Dropout, 2004, a debut album that rejects everything hip-hop said it had to be. No guns, no street credibility. Just a dropout in a bear suit talking about God, class struggle, and the pressure to conform. It sells over 3 million copies, wins the Grammy for Best Rap Album, late registration. 2005, he spends $2 million making it, brings in a film score composer, records with a live orchestra. Nobody in hip-hop has done anything like it. Graduation. 2007, he bets Jay-Z that his album will outsell 50 Cent's Curtis on the same release date. He wins by nearly 400,000 copies. 808s and Heartbreak, 2008. His mother has just died, his engagement is broken. He makes an album about grief using auto-tune as an instrument. The industry says it will destroy his career. Instead, it changes music. Every emotional rapper working today traces a line back to this record. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, 2010. 6 of his albums appear on Rolling Stone's 500 Greatest Albums of All Time list. 24 Grammy Awards. The first rapper to top the Billboard chart across 3 consecutive decades. There is no debate about this part of the story. Kanye West is one of the most important musical artists of the last 50 years, which makes everything that follows harder to watch. November 10, 2007. Donda West, his mother, his manager, the person he credited with everything, dies following complications from cosmetic surgery. She was 58 years old. Kanye never fully recovers from this. He says so himself, in interviews, in lyrics, in the album he eventually names after her. 2009, the MTV Video Music Awards. Taylor Swift is accepting an award. Kanye walks onto the stage, takes the microphone from her hand, and tells the audience that Beyoncé deserved it instead. The world turns on him overnight. President Barack Obama calls him a jackass.
The young lady seems like a perfectly nice person. She's getting her award. What's he doing?
Why would he do that?
He's a jackass.
Celebrities publicly distance themselves. The backlash is total. He apologizes. Then, in a later interview, says the act was selfless. The contradiction is the thing nobody knows how to hold. 2016, the St. Pablo tour. He cancels 21 dates. He is admitted to UCLA Medical Center for psychiatric observation. The diagnosis is temporary psychosis, brought on by sleep deprivation and extreme dehydration. 2018. He publicly reveals his bipolar disorder diagnosis on Twitter. He frames it as a superpower. People around him are not so sure. The behavior becomes harder to explain away. The rants, the political statements, the support for Donald Trump, the presidential run in 2020, that goes nowhere. A man in crisis, in public, for years. And the machine around him keeps moving. 2022, Kanye West appears at Paris Fashion Week wearing a White Lives Matter shirt. The fallout is immediate. Then come the anti-Semitic comments. On social media, in interviews, publicly, repeatedly, without apparent concern for the consequences. Adidas terminates the Yeezy partnership, the deal that had made him a billionaire. The statement is direct. The partnership ends with immediate effect. Gap ends the deal. Balenciaga cuts ties. His talent agency CAA drops him. His bank accounts are reportedly frozen. $1.5 billion gone. The man who once said on live television during a Hurricane Katrina relief concert that George Bush does not care about black people is now openly expressing admiration for Adolf Hitler and Nazi ideology. In December 2022, he sits down for an interview and says, verbatim, every human being has something of value that the media tried to distort about Hitler. The artists distance themselves. The collaborators go quiet. Even those who had defended him for years go silent. A formal apology comes in 2026. He says he asks God to forgive him for the pain he caused. By then, the damage has been done. By his own hand. The college dropout still exists. My beautiful dark twisted fantasy still exists. 808S and Heartbreak still exists. The music did not destroy itself. The man did. And this is where the story refuses to give you a clean answer. Because Kanye West has a documented mental illness. Bipolar disorder is real, it is serious, and it does not make a person's choices for them, but it does make certain choices more likely without proper treatment and support. The question this story leaves you with is not whether what he said was wrong. The question is, at what point in the spiral was this a man making free choices, and at what point was this a man in a mental health crisis surrounded by people who either could not or would not intervene? Because the industry that made him a billionaire dropped him the moment he became a liability. Not before, not when the signs were there for years, after. Kanye West built something extraordinary, and then he burned it down. Whether the world, the industry, the media, the people closest to him bears any of that responsibility is a question worth sitting with. The genius who destroyed himself, or the man the world failed to catch.